How's it going, YouTube? This is JaxxMTG, and today I'm bringing you a little deck tech of blue-white control. This is generally what I play at my local shop, and I gotta say it performs really well. I really enjoy it. Played some other archetypes, but I really love control. It's just a lot of fun and very effective and pretty reliable. So I'll go ahead and start down this corner. I apologize before we start about the quality of this camera. It is not very good up close, but you can still see the cards. So what we have here is a 3 Day of Judgment, and I think everyone knows what that does: destroy all creatures. That's just good, really good against aggro, Boros, Cold Author Red, Elves, what have you. Just really reliable board sweeper. If you're playing against aggro, it's pretty much a race to turn 4. If you can drop this on turn 4, you're pretty much set. Here we have 3 Oust. Oust is a cool card because it hits their Fauna Shamans and Stoneforge Mystic and all those guys that they don't usually attack with, but use little utility creatures. So if you can get rid of that, it's really good. And it also controls their draw step. It keeps them from drawing into the rest of their deck, puts it second to top, so you know they're not going to be drawn in unless they get a shuffle effect. Here we've got a Lonely Tumble Magnet. Tumble Magnet works really well with Venser, the Sojourner, and he's a one-of here because I used to play 2 of them, and I'd usually hit both of them, and I'd have one sit in my hand that I didn't really want to use. So I dropped it down to 1, and it usually does its job. Basically, it comes in with 3 counters on it. You tap it and remove a counter to tap a creature. It's just a good way to control some. It's a good way to control aggro. It also is very effective against control. Surprisingly, control usually doesn't have a lot of creatures, so if you can tap their 1 creature and get through with your own, you're pretty set. So now we've got 2 Into the Royal, and this is mostly a metagame choice for me. I see a lot of Elves, and Eldrazi Monument is a real pain if they drop it before you can Day of Judgment. So this is just a good way to keep that. If you can't counter the Monument, this is a good way to get rid of that. Just a good way to instantly remove stuff that you don't want to see on the board. Coming up here, we've got 4 Preordains. Pretty standard. Just good draw spell. We've got 3 Spreading Seas here. I don't play 4 because a lot of matchups you don't really need them as much. Especially against the mirror, it's not too helpful. Usually all you need is a tech edge to get their colonnades. It's pretty much useless other than drawing 1 card. But it's very effective against Valakut and Eldrazi Green and all that kind of stuff. It's also good against vampires if you hit their lands early. We got 4 Mana Leak and 3 Spell Pierce and 1 Stoke Rebuttal for our counter suite. Not much to be said, really, just really effective counter spells. Moving up here, we've got a Planeswalker setup. We've got 2 Jace the Mind Sculptor and 2 Jace Beleren. The reason it's not 4 Jace the Mind Sculptor is because I cannot afford 4 Jace the Mind Sculptor. So I'm playing 2 Jace Beleren in the place of the other 2 Mind Sculptors. And if you have a playset and you're looking to build blue-white control, I definitely play 4. He's a very good card. Pretty much not much to explain because everyone knows by now that Jace the Mind Sculptor is brilliant. Here we've got 1 Elspeth Tyrell. She really didn't get a lot of support when Scars of Mirrodin was first released. Not sure why, because she's extremely effective. She can -2 and instantly get you 3 blockers. Or against control, it gets 3 guys that can swing for 1, and you can keep +2, -2, +2, -2. -2 gives you the 3 blockers, the 3/1/1 white soldiers, and +2 gives you 2 life for each token or each creature you control. So if you make the tokens and then you start attacking with colonnades, you can plus up for 4 and then 7 and then 10 life. Keep going, and it's just really good. So Elspeth's really good, better than people think she is. This is Gideon Jura here. He's amazing against aggro and against control. It's really hard for them to use anything other than instant speed removal to get rid of him, because he's only a creature on your turn when you want him to be. He also can come down and destroy a target tapped creature, so that's pretty cool. He can surprise kill Primeval Titans and such after they've attacked, and he directs all attacks to him. So regardless of how long you have him out, he's almost always buys you at least one turn, so that's really cool. And then we got one Venser. This guy's pretty good against control. It's pretty amazing how it only takes 4 turns to get his ultimate off. And as soon as you do that, all you gotta do is play your Preordains, your Mana Leaks, Spell Pierce, whatever, and just start dropping spells, and they exile permanents, and it only takes a couple turns, and then their board's completely gone, and by that time you should have won already. So he's really good against control. I usually board him out against aggro because he doesn't do much, but very effective planeswalker, and I'd recommend using at least one for the control match. And then we got 3 Baneslayer here, pretty standard. Baneslayer is just amazing. Gains 5 life every time you hit, so I mean, not much to be said here. Baneslayer is just really effective, really reliable. And then going over the mana base, we've got 5 islands, 4 plains, coming down 4 Celestial Colonnade, 4 Glacial Fortress. We've got 4 Tech Edge and 4 Seachrome Coast, and then a Lonely Scowling Tarn here, just to shuffle for a shuffle effect, and can help thin out the deck a little bit too. I really just wanted a 26 land in here. I mean, it's better than playing another basic land. So that's the main deck here. 60 cards. Let's move up to the sideboard here. We've got 3 Ratchet Bomb, 2 Celestial Purge, a Day of Judgment, 3 Leyline of Sanctity, another Spreading Seas, 3 Leonin Arbiters, a Negate, and a Volition Reigns. I'll explain these real quick. The Ratchet Bomb, main reason for me putting in Ratchet Bomb was Luminarch Ascension. Before I had Ratchet Bomb against the Mirror, if someone dropped Luminarch Ascension down, it was pretty much a game over for me. So this is really good at just getting rid of that and dealing with it. We got Celestial Purge. This is mainly for the Black-Red Vampires matchup. It's just really effective. It hits their Dark Tutelage too, which is a huge advantage for them. So if you can get rid of that, you're pretty much set. We got a 4th Day of Judgment just for the aggro matchups. As I said, great board sweeper. 3 Leyline of Sanctity, 1 Spreading Seas, and 3 Leonin Arbiters. That's pretty much for the Valakut matchup. After board, like main board, the stuff we got here is pretty good against Valakut. But after board, I mean, it shuts them down pretty badly. Spreading Seas shuts out their green sources, or it can hit their Valakuts. Leonin Arbiter just keeps them from searching early on with Cultivates or Harrow or Colony Heart Expedition. Leyline of Sanctity keeps them from doing the damage to you. So that's really effective. And then we got a Volition Reigns and a Gate, pretty much for the control matchup, just an extra counter spell. And a Volition Reigns to steal Planeswalkers. If they tap out for a big Planeswalker or whatever, you just steal that, and if they don't have a response, it's surprising how quick the game can turn. So that's that. 15 card sideboard, 60 card deck. That's the that's the 75 I usually play. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to have my 100 subscriber video up as soon as possible. So thanks, and I'll see you later.